Yo, peace, peace, peace. It's Chocolate Amun Ra. Let me ask y'all a question. How y'all doing, first of all? Is everything fine? Is everything good? Let me ask y'all a question. We keep talking about going back to Africa. We want to unite. We want to live in Africa. Now, when you say Africa, what nation are you talking about? What nation? What nation of Africa are you talking about? I mean, now I like my African spirituality, but I'm gonna be on the real. I'm gonna be on the realistic. I don't know nothing about Africa. Okay, we got to sit here and don't realize that you got to take shots. You got to get all kinds of vaccine shots. Pay attention to me now. You got to take all kinds of vaccine shots, and when you do go back to Africa, if you choose to do so, you're going to take on a sacrifice that you really have to believe that going back to Africa, you're gonna have to basically start all over because you don't know nothing about Africa. That's one. Two, if you think you're gonna go into the rich territory, meaning rich, where they build cities in Africa and certain parts, because I think it's like 50 something nations in Africa, not states, nations, and you got to make sure do your homework. Because you just can't walk up to any parts of Africa and go, okay, I'm going to live there. It don't work like that. According to the research that I've done, and I only did a little bit, and just to see from both sides on the negative and the positive side. According to that, you got to get a lot of work done, paperwork done. Then you get these people walking around here talking about revolutionary. Revolutionary what? Didn't you learn anything about the Black Panthers, the Disciples, and all these other different organizations that was existing at that time? What did they do to that? Stop talking like, oh yeah, you're not part of the revolutionary. You ain't down with that shit. Y'all just be talking. Y'all just be talking about revolutionary and black power. You only recycling what was done already. You got to understand in the 70s and the 60s that the people that was in the movement at that time, they believed in what they believed in, and they wasn't just talking on Facebook. They was putting in that work. There wasn't no Facebook talking, wasn't no tweeting and all that stuff. They was putting that work in there for real talk. Ain't nobody was sitting around here, sitting up there, you on a computer and you constantly just talking about, or you ain't no real revolutionary. You taking old clips and post and talking about being a revolutionary and ready for this revolution. First of all, it wasn't even about that. It was about they was tired of black people being victimized. Okay? They was being victimized on a fucking everyday basis, just like I was going in it. You got to understand in those days it was the Wild Wild West. Okay? The government don't see black people as black people because under the Constitution, black people really don't have no fucking rights. Huh? I mean, how much information that you really been doing? They don't tell you that shit. There's laws that make sure that black people don't have no rights here in America. Now, mind you, the indigenous people that was already here in America, and they were black. Said you want to use the color codex, but they were black. And I know some of y'all go, well, they were Indians. You know what I'm saying? They weren't black. Yes, you was. Yes, they was. And a lot of people got to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Grow up on certain things. You got to just grow up and understand the whole ideology of a lot of things. But back to what I'm talking about. You know, y'all keep talking about going back to Africa. Keep talking about revolutionary. You're reading off of old documents. You're reading off of old pictures and statements, and then you get into your head. You start to plant information in your head and stating, "Oh, I'm down with the revolutionary." You ain't down with that. You ain't down with that. You are talking like that. You wanna act like that and pretend that's what you want to do, but in fact, you don't want to really do that. So, good morning. How you doing? So then that's basically what you're doing. You're not really, you know what I'm saying? You're not really You're not really up. You're not really down with that. You know, because you're just basically on Facebook talking about it. I'm talking about anybody who's doing it. Now, if you truly believe, and I want you to understand something, if you truly believe in what you believe in, then become that. Become it. You understand? I believe in my African spirituality. You understand? I believe in that. Real talk. Right? I believe in that. Let me show you something. Regardless of what, I believe in my African spirituality. That's the difference. Every day, all day, I live and breathe this. Understand? I live and breathe it because, you know what I mean? I live and breathe it every day. Every day I live and breathe this. You know what I mean? So I'm not just talking about it. I showed y'all in some of my videos, recent ones, that I was on both sides of the fence. Making that money, okay? I was a big supporter of Africa. All those children that wasn't getting fed. I was in the foundation of Feed the Children. And I showed y'all that. The reason why I showed it, now I ain't never come out straight out a couple of years back when I was doing that. When I first got on Facebook, I didn't come out and tell you I was a big advocate of Feed the Children, that foundation, and I support that foundation, and I was giving a lot of money away. And this is how I got a lot of these certificates, you know what I'm saying, from 2009. And, 2009, you had 20-some thousand children. 2010, I had, I think, 19,000, and 2011, 16,000. I mean, one or the other, but I was a big active in the foundation. That's putting in work. That's why I showed you that. Not only just that, I also had my own moving and meshing company while I was in the fabric world. You know what I'm saying? So, this is why I keep telling y'all, a lot of you sit behind your little fucking computers and you're just talking a bunch of bullshit, man. And listen here. If you're going to be what you're going to be at 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, let's be real. People, I don't care who they are, they want evidence. People want to see if that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time, you can always have females. Females going to get a lot of views, but you know what I'm saying? Because, dudes going to be sweating females anyways. You know what I mean? And most females going to follow each other anyways. But if you're going to follow somebody for the real cause. Now, I don't want you to follow me, which I've told you before. You know what I'm saying? I'm the messenger. You know what I mean? And then another thing I want to also discuss with y'all is that this here. You keep talking about going back to Africa, and none of you ain't even, the money that you get from your job or whatever you get in your independent business, you're not taking your money going on vacation to Africa. You ain't doing it. Let's be real about that. You don't want to go to Africa. I've been there and done that. I've been said, I'm going to go to Africa. I ain't never went to fucking Africa. Then one day I decided to do my research about Africa. Real talk. I started doing research about Africa and I started going, whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I'm saying? I started to realize Muhammad Ali went to Africa. Richard Pryor went to Africa. You had a lot of people that went to Africa to visit, but not to live. Let's get one thing straight. They went to visit on a vacation, but they never went there to live. Then I say, wait a minute, why didn't you go there to live? They got all this money. Why didn't you go there to live? Then it dawned on me. It dawned on me because, first of all, they're not going to go live in like that. It's more than what you think it is. You dealing with warlords. You dealing with kings and queens, and some of these people are fucking crazy. It dawned on me how they got wars in Africa. Real talk. They got wars constantly, taking lives like there's no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like here, you living in the United States of America. You could just go to the store at the corner. Or some of you who likes to do, indulge into your little activities, you just can't go to the store and get your drink on and your liquor on. Or some of y'all like doing that. Let's be real. So some of you got these activities, you like to get your drink, your smoke, and all that shit. So you just can't do that. You know what I mean? And the question is, what part of Africa? Like I stated to y'all before, what nation are you prepared to go into? So this is why I tell a lot of y'all, you know what you're talking about, man. Because you basically, number one, you're thirsty. You're thirsty on just trying to make a point, and that's great because a lot of our people are still asleep. But I'm gonna give you another insight, more than just a lot of people are asleep. It's just the fact that they don't really give a shit. They don't care. So that's what a lot of you don't know. A lot of our people don't care, and you think they with you, but they're not. A lot of our people don't care to hear it. Okay, I got next doors, neighbors, and all kinds of stuff. They don't give a shit about none of that shit. They don't want to hear it. And that is their prerogative. And let's honestly, if you think that black people don't betray each other, y'all the most ignorant people I have met in my entire life. Black people betray each other all day, every day. That's what they do. You don't understand that, but they do that. All right? I know some of y'all be like, oh, don't talk about each other. Oh, you better get to know what time it is. That's what they do. You think black people don't betray each other? Sure they do. Black people betray each other. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no merciful pass that they gonna give you because you black, they ain't nothing. Nah, ain't no merciful pass. Y'all better grow the hell up. Black people are the first ones to betray each other. They always been doing it. And I don't understand how the fact that I sit up here and talk about, oh, don't talk about your own people. Y'all got to grow up. See, that's that old niggerish bull crap. When you start talking about don't talk about your own people, but you gonna sit there and let them betray each other, stab each other in the back. Yo, something ain't right about that. You understand here? Now we're in the house, and just like I told y'all, I live this life, yo. I live this life. Look at that, my sneakers. You know, Nat Turners. Nat Turners. Y'all don't live that life like that. I'm in this here. This is my crib, yo. I just came back from upstairs. You see that right there? Look at that. Niggas. You feel me? You're not buying no black products. You ain't doing none of that. All you doing is on these Facebook pages. Now, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job, but now when you come out of that box and you starting to sit there and say, oh, well, y'all ain't no real revolutionaries and you ain't really go to Africa. Yo, you're making a statement about people not going or not doing, but you're not putting that work in. You're just putting a piece of the work in. You know what I'm saying? Remember I showed y'all that yesterday how I was supporting the foundation to feed the children. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. Right? I told you about doing the feed the children, right? I'm only showing you again so you won't, because a lot of you probably didn't see the video. But just in case if anybody new watching these videos, look. This is 2010 certificate, and I'm gonna read it to you. It's basically stating that your generosity in the past 12 months has helped provide 19,100 life-saving meals for our country, right? Hungriest children, right? They got foundations set up all over the world, but I was sending mine to Africa. You understand? 2010, that's 19,000 children was fed. 2009, right? Let's read that again. Over the last 12 months, your caring heart has helped rush 23,915 life-saving meals to Americans' hungriest lives. You understand? Feeding the children. 2009, right? You talking about putting in work? Let's be real. Who's really putting in work? You're not doing no real work. You ain't putting that money where your mouth is. You're just talking a bunch of bullcrap. Here we go again. 2011. Let's read that. Your generosity in the past 12 months has helped provide for 16,000 life-changing meals for our country and the hungriest children. Hmm? See, y'all don't know about Africa the way you think you know. Huh? Was you putting your money where your mouth was at? I don't know about that. See, when people talk about they putting work in, there's many different ways of putting your work in. Remember that. There's many ways. But are you putting in that work? I've been putting that work in for years. I just wasn't saying nothing about it. I was just keeping it to myself. I was working for a black-owned company. Real talk. I just wanted to see people's different opinions. I decided to come out of my silence and talk about it yesterday. I showed you my business cards and everything. Are you putting in that work? But you got to learn a whole nother avenue, because everybody ain't what you think they are. That's what you're going to have to know. The ancestors told me that. History tells you adversity, when it's dealing with our people, that our people has been infiltrated. Our people was infiltrated even with slavery. That's why Harriet Tubman said clearly, any slave who refused to run away, she will have to kill them. Y'all don't want reality, man. You don't want reality. Y'all just playing with this computer bull crap. You ain't out there putting that work in like that. You ain't, a lot of you just sitting home and you at your job, you probably smiling, you ain't really hitting it hard. And then you get those guys that's out there selling their products, they're businessmen. They just happen to sell products of African products, stuff that they created, to put this in your head, to dealing with your culture and your heritage. That's what that's about. This is all business. Real talk. A lot of y'all still in Bolivia. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Y'all in here posting up all this bullshit. Talking about, I got this knowledge and my knowledge is beyond. Your knowledge ain't beyond shit. Because if your knowledge is all that, you already had created a nation, get a group of people, and y'all take your finances and your resources, and you'll start your own organization and build your a building so it can be featured for other people to can come and join in. Talking about your level. Your level ain't nothing. You just talking a bunch of bullshit on Facebook, YouTube. Put in work. You're not out there talking to the people. You're not out there talking to people, traveling. You ain't out there letting people see who you are. You ain't going out there doing that. I don't see none of y'all on Facebook. Yeah, I don't see none of y'all doing that on going to try to find black-owned companies. I showed you that. The guy, Rastamuna, selling real unks. These authentic pieces that I've showed y'all. You serious? Are you serious about what you're talking about? Or because you're just talking. Now, I'm happy that you're on Facebook and you're spreading that message, yes. But financially, psychologically, and really going out there hands by hand. You know what I'm saying? You in the hospitals, you see me in the hospital, I got my pieces on. You know, you got people, remember, people looking at you like, what the hell is that? I'm in a hospital. I'm at the dentist. You know, they asking me questions. Oh, excuse me, what you religious? You know, that's why I videotape a lot of that stuff. When I had to get the MRI, I was showing y'all. Are you representing yourself the way you keep talking while you're on Facebook? I say it and I say it again. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. Look at the dates. Put your money where your mouth is. Look at the dates on that. Huh? Put your money where your mouth is. Real talk. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money in there. And I'll tell you another thing, if I can find it. I used to give money to Israel. Back in the days. For them old, there was a lot of old people over there. I was putting in work all over the place. You know what I mean? Then I started going through, I had to go through my hard times. And when I went through my hard times, shit, a lot of people wasn't there for me. But you got to overlook that and keep it moving. So I want to say this to say, y'all, listen, if you really all about that life, this is what you do. You make it happen. Materialize. I'm Chocolate Amun Ra. Peace.